Hello, everybody. This is Doublepulse, and actually, we're doing a Thunderpulse gaming podcast. So Thunder's in the call as well. Say hello,
Yeah, and
Thunder.
I set it up, so I take all credit. No, I'm just kidding.
So today's video was actually something that I was originally going to be talking about on my channel alone, but I figured I need to get another opinion. Maybe we can get more thoughts going and get the juices flowing on this topic. And the topic of today is, will mobile gaming ever take off? Like, will mobile gaming ever take over console gaming? Now, when I mean mobile gaming, I don't mean handheld like the 3DS or the PS Vita. We already know that those are very limited to what they do. We're talking things like iPad or iPhone or tablets and such like that. And I guess we'll start off with the short answer question. Um, in my opinion, as of right now, I say no. I say no at this point. iPads, iPhones, and tablets, and whether they're Android or whatever, they cannot replace console gaming right now. And what is your answer on that, Thunder?
I don't play much mobile games because it's not how I roll. I play my
Yeah.
PS4, my PS3.
Uh,
I still have a PS3. You guys read the comments say, "Yo, daughter, you still have your PS3? Holy shit!" Yeah,
right.
I still have it because I have more game titles than that, and my iPod.
Mm-hmm.
I just have social media sites on that, so I don't game on that too
True.
often. So, if it did
So you
take
pretty
over,
much
go ahead.
yeah. If it did take over, you
I
would be
would have to fucking convert myself to do it.
So for the most part, you kind of agree with me a little bit on that.
Yes, because
Now,
it would be tough for me to convert to that. And I'm just got into streaming, and I stream off
Same
PS4,
here.
PS3, and I want to stream off the computer.
Yeah.
That's why you see that Asus laptop back there. I'm trying to see if that's got a better graphics card than my other laptop to
Right.
get that going and see what would
Right.
happen. But if mobile to gaming took over, I'd have to figure out how to
Mm-hmm.
record videos off
Yeah. No,
that.
I honestly, for the most part, yeah, I agree. At the state we're in, no mobile gaming is nowhere near to be taken off. But there is a part that I do want to bring up, and it's the fact of simplicity, because we all know that gaming consoles compared to PC are meant to be simple. You plug them up in your living room, whether it's a PS4, PS3, Xbox 360. You plug it in your living room, and you basically, you up to your TV and you can play. And you have a lot of AAA titles, and when you compare to mobile games, yeah, mobile games are for the most part crap. You've got games that are full of microtransactions, the cash grabbing games, like freaking Candy Crush. Who the hell wants to play those on the PS4?
And their microtransactions.
Transactions, and for the most part, microtransactions suck. I have some lenience towards free to play ones, but the ones where they leak into the $60 titles, yeah, that's another.
Now that's another question that comes to mind. Are we gonna see $60 in-app purchases or app purchases for these games that actually convert to mobile?
I hope not, but
That would be a devastating to gaming. Hell, if that happened, I probably could just quit gaming altogether.
right. But one of the things I've noticed in the past, and mobile gaming in general, it's, whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. It's pretty damn popular. People, everywhere you go, people are on their smartphones, on a tablet of some sort. And theoretically, your iPad or your tablet and your phone can do more stuff right now than your PS4. I mean, your PS4 does web browsing, Netflix, and all this, but your iPad or your phone might do it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean by that. Hell, I know a lot of my friends on the Facebook play those Facebook games. That's what I call them. So I call them
Yeah,
a Facebook gamer.
I don't like Facebook games.
I mean, there's some that I like
Yeah.
Beedrill Blitz. That's like a
Uh-huh.
puzzle type game, and
Yeah.
Word with Friends is kind of cool. But other than
Right.
besides those two, I don't. I
Of course.
mostly console and PC gaming is
Right.
how I roll.
Same here.
Even I hope we don't get hurt by it. But I also played the Nintendo 3DS. And that's
Well,
enough
no.
on that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. The 3DS. That's actually another thing I want to bring up to later. Is we're not talking about handhelds. Like handhelds in the handheld market, we got the PS Vita and the 3DS, and I want to stream off. I would love to stream off my Vita, but there's really no way to do that unless
Well, if
capture card.
let's say if we don't get another console for next gen, like a PS5 or Xbox Two or whatever they can come up with, that's another 7 to 8 years down the road.
Right.
But if that didn't happen, what they could do is make a new Vita to where you could do anything on it, like stream off of it, make it better than what the PS4 was.
True.
You could stream off the toilet. No, I'm just kidding.
You bring up a good point. Is we're getting to a point where consoles or I mean like iPads and Android tablets are surpassing. I mean, I don't think they will ever surpassing graphics for the current gen consoles at the moment, but they are slowly catching up. I mean, there's some games out there on the market for mobile that look like console games.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've watched some of your work on that on your main, and holy crap, I thought you were playing it on the PS3.
Right. And you can hook up a freaking Bluetooth controller to it, and that's where the big question that's coming in is if it is going to take over, when is it going to take over, and is it something that I want? Is it something that I want to take over? No, I don't. Not at this moment, because we still are full of these microtransaction cash grabbing games, like I said. But I noticed on the App Store we are getting a lot of games that have been PC and console, exclusive titles that are indie titles that are now coming to, say, the iPad, like BioShock, Dead Space, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 3,
COD Zombies.
Even
though it looks like crap on the iPad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure how the updated game is, but
but a lot of these games look like they're becoming like console quality games, and wondering how much they can push it. Not to mention, another game that they just recently ported over was this Warmind, which I think it was like a PC exclusive at first, and now it's on mobile devices. So you can imagine like how crazy that is, seeing a game that was on a console move over to the iPad, and it's only just a matter of time that we're going to see more ports. And is ports to mobile what I really want to see? Honestly, it would be nice. I think it's a lot better than the ones that cash grabbing games. And if you want to port them over to your iPad, I think that's a great experience. But with touch controls are a pain in the ass. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, definitely. Because let's say you're trying to record it without a let's say whatever you're using to record,
right,
and you're trying to record the screen and your fingers are in the fucking way.
Right. Like, but one of the ideas I'm trying to bring up here is that you can, if it takes over at this moment, I could plug an HDMI output into my tablet, onto my TV, and basically just play it with a Bluetooth controller, and it'd be just like playing a console. Sure, it's not as powerful, but it would be playing like a console. You know what I mean?
Hell, you could probably stream it off it because
I could.
doesn't really take any CPU. It's all
No,
coming from that little device or big
it
device if
is.
you want to say iPad.
Yeah, and I mean the CPU. My iPad can't handle streaming on its own, but I imagine if you can stream off of the iPad eventually, and that becomes like a big feature.
Doubles to be
I
like, I'm gonna be streaming off that like it's cake.
maybe we still need to change the market though. I don't like seeing AAA titles. I don't like seeing I don't like I wouldn't want the bad practices of mobile gaming to continue if it takes over the consoles. Hell, even Sony could make their own tablet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what would you say if, say, Sony? Well, Nvidia's already doing it too. They make their tablets with like a Tegra 3 processor, a Tegra 3 graphics card, and it's running on Android, and you got all these high-powered games. You can just hook that shit right up to your TV and play it like a console.
Really?
So it's kind of yeah. Like there's a
Then there probably is a way to stream. Then if you could hook it up on your TV, then you could probably use OBS in a way to where it would capture it, set up as a capture window or a monitor capture.
I don't doubt it. There's probably a fucking way, and I guess that gets into that back to simplicity. Is we talked about being able to, just plug and play. As of right now, I can't use a mouse and keyboard on my. Well, I can use a keyboard, but not a mouse on my tablet if I wanted to, because of restrictions. But I can connect a Bluetooth controller to it. If, for instance, say you're done playing your game, right? Say you're done playing your game. You can just take your USB out, or take your HDMI out, take your tablet with you, put it in your bag, and walk out the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's a computer right in your pocket. But then again, consoles are trying to dedicate that to gaming, and that gets to another interesting topic is for consoles that are dedicated to gaming, are they really right now that impressive? Is the PS4 and Xbox
Nope.
impressive? Nah.
Hey Sony, have you ever come across this podcast? Set every game to 720p 60 FPS and I think everybody would be happy.
Oh, I wouldn't say everybody. I would say maybe a good portion of people, but I would be happy with that. I'd prefer 60 FPS, but there's some people who are over glamorized by the looks of their games and their resolution over performance and frame rate.
I got an idea. Get a capture card, Elgato.
Right, yeah.
And stream off that and use OBS, set it to 2000 bit rate.
Right.
And 60 FPS, you should be good to go.
Right. But yeah, like I'm seeing game. I think I've almost drained my freaking. Oh well, there goes my face. I would have froze my face up, but let me see if I can do this really quickly. For instance, like I go on the App Store. I'm going on the App Store right now. Maybe. Did it still freeze my face?
It's still going, but
it's still going. Well, that's good to know. At least this fucking multitasking shit's working. I don't think it's gonna work very well. I don't think I'm probably gonna do any. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. But I think you kind of see my point, right?
Yeah, you're frozen now.
Now I'm frozen. Okay, now I'm not.
But yeah, they get what you're saying, because you could get free games, and that's another thing, advertisements. You see all kinds of advertisements of mobile games as well. Hey, you should play this game, like Clash of Clans. I don't know how many commercials I've seen of Clash of Clans, where they got, you need a hog rider? No, a freaking warrior or something like that.
And I don't know if mobile gaming is something that is dedicated to the hardcore market. I mean, there are hardcore gamers. I remember when they tried putting the Vita out there. PlayStation Vita. I know you don't own one and you don't know much about it, but the Vita at the point when
I did play a PSP, but I tried to create a superstar on a PSP, but it made his hands look like fucking
right,
pan-sized hands or whatever.
yeah,
They were flat and shit. It looked
true,
like it was just plastered on there.
right. Well, like with the PS Vita at the time, it was running a 4-core processor capable of playing some of the greatest games on this really small screen. And the graphics look great. They have hardcore games on there that are dedicated to that platform. If we see more games, say to an iPad or an Android tablet, I would say more on Android side than Apple at the moment, because Apple right now is pretty restrictive on what they allow on their stores. It would be interesting to see what goes down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're gonna laugh at this video, I'll tell you this right now.
I know. I'm gonna laugh at it.
Because you can't see what the hell I'm doing until you watch the video.
Really? I guess I'm gonna have to look at what you're doing. Anyway, how long's the video been going on for?
16 and a half minutes.
It's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad. I mean,
eventually, if we do podcasts like this, they're gonna be, I want to say, hour podcasts where we can divide it in half-hour intervals, but it's just a short little topic. And I had to do a quick setup of this too, so.
I have a few tutorials on how I'm gonna turn this iPad into like a freaking mini computer.
I would love to see that.
It's a tutorial. It's not really big, but I've been let's playing some of these mobile games. Some of them aren't so bad, but they're still filled with bugs, and I just don't know if I want to continue playing the ones that are like filled with bugs and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's another issue as well. Bugs in a video game, especially. Well, that's a topic for another video. That's a topic for another video. I'll do it, or Double will do it, or we'll do it together. So
there's a lot of this mobile gaming topic. I don't know if we've drained the whole thing out.
I think we just scratched the surface, my friend. We only scratched the surface.
Right. So is there any other thoughts and opinions on the whole mobile gaming thing if it takes over? Is it something that you are open to, or is it something you're completely closed to? Because
it only feels comfortable when I hold a controller in my hand. If I have to hold this phone in my hand while I have to play, I'm not satisfied. And it drains my battery when I play games on it anyway.
It does. But that's another great thing, though. I mean, that's another disadvantage versus a console. Is the console's plugged to your wall, and you have your mobile device, which is draining on battery unless you plug it in.
Yep.
Plus, you do a lot more on your mobile device than just play games.
I'm on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
You can just imagine while you're doing a stream of some sort and a bunch of messages pop up.
Yeah, that's another thing. That's another thing. If you forget to turn off notifications you're streaming, you'll expose your contact list or
that's
information on stream. There's something that you don't want to do with that. But unless you change their names or whatever.
I think that's common sense. I think honestly, if you do that, you better have problems hiding stuff. Like every time that I do Let's Plays on mobile games, I actually turn off all notifications so I don't get bothered by them. But I think honestly, we covered everything we possibly can cover in this video. That was very lengthy, don't you think?
Yeah, I think we're good to go. You care if I close it off?
No, go ahead, close it off.
Alright, guys. This is Thunder at Doublepulse, and we'll come back here at another video. And make sure you subscribe for more on the far right.
Yep.
And peace out till next time. And goodbye.
Yeah, you just had to throw that in there. Goodbye.